All right, and we are back for round number 3. I forgot that you usually take lead nowadays.
Yeah.
I've been doing it all day by myself, and so
good.
Rue comes in. I'm like, oh yeah, and just round number 3. Chronicles versus Crazy Lads. But Rue, last minute guest, jumping on in. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing great. It has been a busy day, and I'm excited to see some competitive. I'm in another tournament right now. I got a break, and I get to see a cracked nurse matchup on a shrine map. Let's go.
Yeah, I was about to say, you are in just in time for the S tiers. I imagine these matches are going to be quick and dirty, as Nurse does find her first survivor of this match.
I don't know if you saw yesterday's games at all, but it didn't matter how good the start either side had. It was so swingy. I had no idea what was going to happen at a given time, so they might have a great start here, making a little bit of a whiff there, but they could have an insane start and still maybe get 2-outed.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible. I'll say, I don't know what it's been recently, whether it's because survivors know that the major changes are incoming, but man, there have been some crack survivors out and about. Imagine Comp is feeling very similar, and man, Nurse is always so dicey on this map because of the freaking collision. It's why I'm always like, do you bring, Nurse? Do you bring Blight? Do you bring Spirit here? I feel like it's such a toss-up of, do I get the blink at the point I want it to be at?
That's a very good point, and worth noting there, that probably would have been a hit, but Deadheart able to get the survivor a little bit of distance here, and Nia juicing this chase for as much as you can here. One gen already going down, and we'll see how they're able to hand it a good double back here. This is going to be make or break. If they stick with this chase for 2 more blinks and they don't get this down, it might be lights out. I don't know how the Nurse can come back from this. This is a really tough start.
Yeah, it really is. I also want to point out here, they can't really drop chase either. This survivor has a med kit, meaning that they get 0 pressure here. It's not like they need to now find a survivor and get healed. They need to, get this down, and thankfully do so. But man, it might be a little bit too late as we see a Vulcan Nurse here. I think they think that Chris is around for the flashlight save, and sure enough, there he is.
It was a good read of the room there. Now, worth noting, if Chris is a little bit too ballsy here, yeah, good pallet stun, but if they had gone, they still might go down. Nurse is not happy. Maybe an unbreakable play from this Nia?
Yeah, I mean, if they have it, now's the time to use it. Otherwise, it'll be a 2-man down. No Deadheart on the Chris, that is for sure. Nia, though, back up, either an unbreakable or a survivor close nearby.
That feels like it could be an unbreakable, honestly. I would do the exact same. And worth noting, this is a survivor with a flashlight, so getting them down really quickly is probably beneficial here for the Nurse. Thanatophobia at 2 stacks currently.
Yeah, right now just slowing down the gens by 5% per survivor. Soon to be even more, where the max cap's going to be 22%.
Bro, I still cannot believe Thanatophobia is getting a buff. That was something I did not see coming.
Like, in all honesty, who would have thought that Thanatophobia was going to get a buff? Like, who in their right mind went, this perk isn't strong enough?
Absolutely. Also, worth noting, was that enough time for the unhook to be a safe unhook on that Nancy?
I don't believe so. I think that may have been considered an unsafe unhook, so if the intention was to get Deliverance activated, I do not think that they did so successfully. We'll have to wait and see for if and when the Nancy gets hooked. However, these survivors not wasting any time doing another gen there. Nancy and Chris still both injured. This Nurse, though, wanting this Chris dead to rights. And we'll see that long blink here to Shaq. Chris trying to maneuver around. I think they're trying to proc a bounce landing there.
Didn't quite get the distance, I think, on the drop to proc balance landing. And yeah, like, great job on Chris's part, but DS is already used. This is an easy tunnel out from here on out. Only 10% slowdown. If a gen doesn't pop right about now, I think the Nurse might be able to bring this back potentially. I don't think there's a 3-gen for them. No, there is. They do have a 3-gen on this side, but they might be breaking it right there.
Yeah, we see that survivor committing full force to that gen. Let's see if the Nurse is able to get there in time. Oh, wait. Nurse worried me there for a second, going, maybe I'll go over this way, but no, they realize that they need to head over towards that gen. However, this survivor already off of the generator, trying to avoid the hit. And once again, it's this Nia, the Nia that literally looped them for a good portion of Corrupt Intervention. I don't know if this is the right chase here.
Yeah, but I think the nurse saw that the survivor got off that gen ruin, showing the the cloud and mist. It is the Nancy, so Nancy could be. Yeah, Nancy needs the. I think she has deliverance for the people from the Nia.
Out of nowhere, to say the least. And looks like Nurse will try and go for the tunnel out. Chris, though, with that flashlight, will not make things easy for this Nurse.
Yeah, that'll guarantee the safe. If there wasn't a safe unhook before, it will be a safe unhook now. So Nancy, if she does have deliverance, will have it up at her disposal. However, little bit of a misblink there. Chris is an easy tunnel target, though. The flashlight's doing work, but it just not enough. Was that balance landing? Yeah, that was. It was
indeed. Got a little bit of distance and just not close enough.
2 gens.
And yeah, this is going to be difficult for the Nurse. She needs to get this down right now. It's only been 2 hooks, mind you. No one out of the game. You better bet that Nancy and the other survivor are probably just sitting on a gen as we speak, with one person with adrenaline in hand. It could be the Chris.
That's a very good point, man. If they popped right now and Chris got back up, I would be internally screaming personally. But yeah, Nancy not healing, I imagine they have the resilience, otherwise they would have gotten reset. And yeah, I can imagine there's going to be a gen popping very soon. However, this Nurse doesn't they've only had 3 hooks this whole time. They have a survivor out of the game, but they need a significant snowball to bring this game back. 2 survivors injured. They need to find one of them right now, with Nancy finishing the gen. No, Nancy's nowhere to be seen. That was Claudette and Nia.
Nope, that is Nancy. So it was 3 people. Three. It was Nancy, Nia, and Claudette. Nancy, though, going for the locker tech. Nurse will take the whiff. Nancy, though, sent him for the locker save, I think. Wait, no. Yeah, there's no flashlight, so I'm not sure what the play was there, but hey, you do you.
Yeah, force the pick. You know that's the deli player for sure. Give your survivor a chance to heal up with Nia with the med kit, able to heal after the For the People play. This is an easy unhook. And I imagine Claudette is on one of those doors.
Yeah,
there's no DS, obviously, so you can camp this out, but yeah, you can't afford to camp it out. This is... She's going to be a deliverance at some point, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the right play was to camp that out, because now you risk them getting out of these exit gates. We see that this exit gate over here does not have any progress, but I'm going to be willing to bet that Claudette is on that exit gate trying to get it open as we speak, and sure enough, there she is.
Yep. This is a good point. I just mean, you have to camp it out, and there's no guarantee for any extra points. Oh, is that Lithe? Oh, shit, that was a good Lithe. Yeah, these survivors are making great use of their exhaustion perks.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're using it exactly when they need to. This is how you use the exhaustion perks to a T. Nia trying to get that to get open. Nurse hears it loud and clear. Gets a really good hit. They need to get this down, though. We saw how difficult they had with this Nia before. We know that they have Dead Hard too. The swing, the misplay. This is why I'm saying they should have just, with no DS in play, should have just sat out on the Nancy for the 2K. At least it would have been a 2K6 hook. At this point, we're looking at a 2K4 hook instead. And Claudette with the condolences here to the Nurse.
Yeah.
And that there will be a 3-man out.
Well, it's more like I understand the greed behind it. You know that if you... Okay, so 6 hook 2K, that is a hard... That's a hard number to match for your survivor squad coming up. If you can get at 7th hook state a fresh survivor, that's 3 additional points if you camp them to death. It gives them something to look for, but 6 stage 2K would have been really tough. Granted, yes, the greed didn't pay off, and 4 stage, 3 out is going to be even harder, but I get where the Nurse's mentality was. I understand it's the safer play to camp, but you're giving your survivors a tough... It's heat of the moment. That was tough. Finding the Nia and chasing one of the better juicers on the team was probably a really tough start, too.
It was a very rough start indeed. But with that being said, we'll have to wait and see what Crazy Lads Killer has in their back pocket. I mean, we have seen a 4K at 5 gens before, so it is not outside the realm possibility.
4K at 5 gens, you mean?
4K at 5 gens remaining, sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking, the survivors here need to essentially not give more than 4 hook states.
Yeah, no, this is...
It's going to be really tough. Survivors need to, essentially, the survivors need to almost 4 out this killer in order to hold on. If if the killer fresh hooks 2 survivors, it's pretty much lights out from there, but I don't,
yeah.
We'll see. We will see.
It's going to be an uphill battle, that is for sure. But with that being said, guys, as we are going to be getting this lobby set up, we are going to take a quick break. As a reminder, guys, we are partnered with Stream for a Cause. Stream for a Cause is a nonprofit organization based here in the United States. They support a litany of different causes, from the refugees in Ukraine, LGBTQA plus community, Going Green initiatives, and so much more. So if you guys haven't already, make sure to check out Champions for a Cause, our fundraiser that we spun up with them, where your donations do influence the prize pool of Championship of Champions later in December. With that being said, guys, we'll be back in just a bit.
Stay tuned. You taking the lead? Am I taking? Welcome back, everybody, to Champions of the Fog. Final round of the day. Final trial of the day.
Final qualifier.
It's been so fast. It's like the day blew by for me. I can't believe all these matches. I'm kidding.
I can't believe qualifiers already over. I actually don't think I was here except for this one. Like you and the crew have done a lot this qualifier season, and I am very appreciative of it. But yeah, this is like my first and last qualifier.
Oh, this is the last qualifier?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought next week was. Oh my goodness.
No, next Sunday is the first round of season 4.
Oh snap. Out from the frying pan and into the fryer. Holy cow. All right,
yeah, seriously.
All my plans.
Yeah, we take off, the Saturday, and then we're immediately there Sunday. I know it's July 4th weekend.
Dang.
I would say that matters, except one of my enforcers, actually, the co-commissioner, Shelby, showed me the list of teams. It's like majority EU at this point. I proceeded then to say that NA needs to get better gaming chairs.
And air fryers probably, too, to do. Good night. I mean, EU's built different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good teams. Get better, NA.
Exactly.
Step up.
Nurse, are you going to check that locker?
Yeah, minute into the Corrupt, no survivors found. No, yeah, it's an even split, 3-3 it looks like. Very interesting. Survivors able to sell that. Oh, there was a survivor on this more middle gen.
There was that ruin that we saw regressing. Once again, a perk soon to no longer be used, I think. And we do see the Nancy trying to go for that swing, not blinking again to confirm the hit. But Nancy caught out on the corner. You're trying to double back, I imagine. Unable to get the hit again.
What a beautiful mind game there from the Nancy. And leading the nurse on in chase. Using the rocks there advantage, like you said, that really wonky collision. And survivors might be able to possibly match the previous set. It all depends on where this Nancy goes down. They need to go outside of the 3-gen. You don't want to let this nurse get a... Oh, I thought that was going to be a hit. Don't need to let this nurse get a down back here, especially basement. Basement would be lights out, I think.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. This Nancy trying to do exactly what the Nia did prior and trying to use this outside area to their advantage. And man, I feel for the nurse as I have done this before on this map. And Nancy just doing a fantastic job, but with that short and blink will get the down. But I imagine that might be enough time for them to get 2-3 gens popping off here.
Well, this chase was on the uncorrupted side, so the corrupt just ended. If this gen in the corner right here does not pop right now, I think they might have waited it out.
But that's one gen. Nia trying to commit. They do.
But now you got a slug next to the hook. This is all the nurse needs.
Yeah, this could be huge. This is what we're talking about. The nurse could just play out of their mind. I mean, it's a ballsy play by the Nia, but with that ruin being up, they knew full well what the risks were. Surprisingly, though, we do see the ruin right next to that gen.
Yeah, unless there is a unbreakable here, I think the nurse wins. I don't see, even if the Nia crawls all the way away, you're going to camp this. Another gen going down. Survivors are taking this time as much as they need. Okay, you need kinship, a really good... Yeah, actually, kinship could also bring this back, couldn't it?
Yeah.
She's able to crawl away. Nancy goes second. Kinship procs. You're able to get them off the hook eventually as the Nia gets picked up. Yeah, we see survivors coming in here now to try and do something. They could bring this back, but it's going to be a hard one as we see the second stage coming. There it is. Second stage is confirmed. Plata coming in for the hook, but taking a hit. This is going to be a hook trade.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it looks like we're going to see the sellout on the Nancy as well.
I checked BT. You had 2 survivors down. You have a 50-50 chance that a survivor doesn't have BT.
Yeah, Nurse just taking her time, though. We will see that second blink to confirm the swing. Nancy, though, the quick double back.
That could be costly. I would have checked BT and ran back. If they get this Claudette picked up, they have a reset potential. You're only given 2 hook states. Okay, so they will not be able to pick up the Claudette. Claudette will go on first hook. However, a Deliverance is in play possibly as well here.
Yeah, but like you said earlier...
3 gens is crucial here. They got 3 gens in this entire thing. That's really well done.
I mean, overall, really well played. Ruin is still up. Mind you, though, we do not know what this fourth perk is. It could be Noed, could be something else in Tele, No Way Out even. We do see a very quick hit there on the Ace. Ace going to the corner here, trying not to go down, will go down very quickly.
This hook right here is game. This is a third fresh hook. 9 points was the previous set. Yeah, this confirms the win. They've got 3 separate hooks, and they got a second stage on another survivor. I think this is the W.
Yep, you would be right on the money. Crazy Lads taking the win against Chronicles. At this point in time, these two teams are playing for their honor and bragging rights. And looks like the nurse here taking no prisoners.
Indeed, and worth noting, not the end for Chronicles here, as this is the second 2-X result, which means they will be invited into Season 4 into the B roster. However, congratulations to Crazy Lads, as this will be into the, this is roster 8 for it, right?
Yep, 3-0 will get you into Division A, and then 2-X1s will get you into B. And with that down on the Claudette here, Nurse is just playing a very, very strong game. Definitely looking forward to seeing some more Nurse from Crazy Lads in the future. Though with the pick and ban system, maybe we won't see a lot of Nurse.
But I say, last time we didn't see that many nurses until it was, some teams were like, let's just do a nurse mirror and see what happens. And then, the gloves are off and everything. But generally, yeah, we do not see that much nurse in the main season. Also,
we saw a lot of play.
I love the music. I love that we don't have chase music. I love it as just like second hook stage. Every time in the nurse slot in the shrine, we have had nothing but the music change.
Just DBD doing DBD things.
It's great. I'm here for it. I think it's pretty funny. And Death Hook on the Nancy, going back to the Claudette. Yeah, I think Nurse is just kind of chilling out there. They got the result they needed, and they're happy. Also getting possibly stuck there.
Well, once again, DBD doing DBD things. But one thing I'm interested in, and it's going to be really interesting, I'm very curious to see in the PTB patch notes. I feel like the changes in the dev update that it gave us is obviously the main, chunk of the update. However, big however here, I feel like there's more. I feel like we are going to be getting a lot of bug fixes, and the one bug that I'm really interested in seeing if it's going to be fixed or not is the hug tech on Blight. Because let me ask you a question here as we're kind of watching this match kind of finish up. If Blight's hug tech gets patched, is Blight still S tier?
I think so. I think it's the issue is that in this kind of goes into a lot. I've talked with some teams as well. Blight mains are rare compared to Nurse mains, and it's because Nurse has been around essentially since the inception of the game. Blight is still relatively I think they came out early last year.
I want to say it was the year before.
It's late 2020. It might be late 2020.
Yeah, I was about to say it's the year before.
Yeah, so there's a lot less people that got a chance to really get equipped with Blight, and since then, yes. Also, Blight has had several collision changes, being a Blight main originally as well. I got sick of the collision changes, so I just dropped it and decided to stop learning it. So there is not that many people. However, Blight still is... Oh, good job finishing a gen as well. Just didn't expect that, but as the nurse was checking basement. I think it's going to come down to I think Blight is S tier. You're just not going to find that many people that can play Blight to that level. Because just because you can hug tech doesn't mean you can't do really, really fast, precise bounces and still make these loops very difficult for survivors to ditch you in. And you're still going to have the map pressure of Blight. Blight can still zoom across the map and no problem. You're still going to be able to have some really great chase mechanics. The hug tech will nerf them. It will definitely mean that I think after the nerf, Blight no longer has contention for the top of the S tier slot like he does now. I think Blight has contention for top of the S tier slot. I know Nurse mains might scream at me for that, but sorry.
I mean, before is always the conversation between Nurse and Spirit. Then Spirit got nerfed, and she moved below Blight. Now Blight is predicted to get nerfed with the removal of Hug Tech. I still think Blight at that point still might be a smidge above Spirit, but by no means are the two other S tiers of the game even close to Nurse now. And that it makes a very interesting dynamic that I think Behavior will have to address at some point in time.
It's not a matter of if, it is a matter of when. They have made nurse change after nurse change after nurse change. It's just a matter of when they decide, okay, what is the final quote-unquote nerf that brings her into line with the rest so that it's not a design medium problem. Because we've talked about this before. Starstruck, cool perk, I love it. On Nurse, it is a nightmare. Every other killer, generally fine. Nurse is the reason we can't have good things.
Yeah, you're not wrong, you're not wrong.
Speaking of good things, though, Crazy Lad's doing good things. Can't wait to see them in the next season.
Indeed, indeed. And with that being said, as Rue was saying, that there will end our qualifiers for Season 4. Congratulations to Crazy Lads for getting a 3-0 victory. And welcome Chronicles to Champions of Fog Season 4. We'll be announcing the full roster here later tonight. But with that being said, we are going to be ending the stream here. But before we do go, Rue, where can people find you later today?
Probably streaming on my channel, twitch.tv/littlerugard. Not sure just yet. I've actually got a lot of things planned. It's probably going to be sometime later tonight. I'm probably just going to sit back, chill, and throw knives. I've been grinding this event. Again, behavior, just knocking this event out of the park. I'm probably just going to chill, get that double EX, or that double blood point, and just farm blood points. Still have like 500 cakes on Trickster. What you doing? What you doing, Giltspire?
I'll be taking the rest of the day off, but I'll be back Monday at 7 p.m. CST for some more Dead by Daylight in preparation for the PTB on Tuesday. We're going to be doing a whole lot of testing. So if you guys want to get the first bits of information there, make sure to be there at 7 p.m. CST on Tuesday. We're going to be testing everything from Off the Record, from Deliverance. We're going to have 4 survivors with hope making killers' lives miserable in the EGC.
Oh my word. This PTB test is going to be nuts. And the thing is, they gave us the patch. How much do you think is going to be changed between now and the go live for that patch?
I hope quite a lot, but we'll have to wait and see. You know, Boil Over made it to live, so you never know.
PTSD. Okay, well, with that said, can't wait. Gonna be great things coming in Season 4. We got changes to the game. It's gonna be a whole new meta. It's gonna be a whole new game. Stay fresh, y'all. It's gonna be a great time. Thanks for having me. I can't wait for Season 4, man. It's gonna be awesome.
It is indeed, and we'll be back here 12 p.m. CST, July 3rd. Be there or be square, and we will see you then.
Take care, folks.